Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is how to use the function make underscore interval in PySpark. So this function is used to create an internal data type, interval data type from individual components like years, months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, and seconds. So this function is available from Spark version 3.5 onwards. So before going this, I will go for syntax. The syntax is make underscore interval, and inside that we need to pass these arguments like years, months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, seconds. And we have to follow this order. So this is the correct order while passing the arguments. So make underscore interval, years, months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, seconds. Now, if you come to this point, unspecified arguments are defaulted to 0. So that means these are all the arguments. Suppose in case if I'm not specified this particular argument, I'm not defined means, then it is defaulted to 0. In case if I'm not provided any arguments, the result is an interval with 0 seconds. That means inside make underscore interval function. So I'm not passed any of the argument. So this argument portion is empty. Then my output will be interval with 0 seconds. So now we'll see each and every argument here. So here we have these many arguments. So all arguments we can pass in the form of number, either positive or negative value. Suppose years means number of years in positive or negative. Months, number of months, positive or negative. So number of weeks, number of days, number of hours, minutes, seconds. And after applying this function, what will get output is it will generate one new column that contains an interval. So next, I'm importing the required functions here from SQL.functions. So mainly make underscore interval and expression and to underscore date to convert string data type to date data type. So my first scenario is create an interval from years, months, and days. So whenever we defining argument, so as we see here, this is the order, correct order we need to follow. So as per this, if you see in this syntax, the first argument, suppose if you're defining lit1, then first one belongs to years and second one belongs to months. And if you come to third one, lit3, this specifies weeks. So weeks, when it displaying the result, it won't display like weeks, number of weeks. Instead, it will convert to days, number of days. So that means 7 into 3. 7 into 3 weeks, it will become 21 days. At the same time, after this one, if you mention lit 4, this belongs to days. But since already here date is converted, this weeks is converted into days, 21 days, and it will add this days also here. This 21 days plus 4, total 25 days. And lit 5, this belongs to hours, minutes, and seconds. So this can be either integer value or this can be decimal value. So here only catch up is these 2 points we need to keep in mind. So week and days. So now first I will go for one example. So here I'm creating one sample data frame. First what I'm doing, I'm creating data frame with single row by using spark.range1. And on top of that, I'm using with column method and my new column name is interval, that is this one. And here I'm using make underscore interval function, and inside that I'm passing these arguments. And if you see this one, what it means is create an interval from 1 year, 2 months, and 3 days. So here we have four arguments, but here I'm telling that 1 year, 2 months, and 3 days. Why? Because this is lit 0. So this belongs to week. So here week, number of weeks is 0. That means if you convert to days, number of days will become 0. And if you see the order, so first one is years, that is this one is years, and second one is months, and third one is this little 0, this is weeks, and if you do 7 into 0, that is 0, and fourth one is days, so that is this one, days. Since this 0 plus 3, it will become 3 days. And if you see here, this make underscore interval function, it will print like this. So this one, that is 1 year, and this two is 2 months. And since we calculated this one, this become 3 days here. So now, and here one more catch is we should not confuse here. So like third argument is week, not days. So generally we'll follow like year, month, day. But this syntax is not like that. So year, month, week, and day. So next one more example is here what I'm doing, I'm defining only three parameters, three arguments. So here is from 1 year, 2 months, and 3 days. If you see here, uh, the first one belongs to year. So we are getting 1 years. And second one belongs to months. So here we are getting 2 months. And if you see here, lit 3. So third one belongs to weeks. So lit 3 means what will happen? 7 into 3. So 7 weeks into 3. So we'll get 21 days. Okay, so here, since it is 0, and since we have lit 3, we're getting only 3 days. And maybe for same scenario, I will add one more scenario, like by adding weeks value. Suppose if I add this one, I will change to df2. This one also df2. And here I will give some 5 weeks here. So, okay, so interval, make interval. Okay. So if I run this one, we'll get 5 into 7 into 5, 35. 35 plus 3, we'll get 38 days. Okay, so this I will change to 3. I will rerun this one. Okay, so now we saw 3 different scenarios. Now, how to create, make a, how to create interval from years and months. So same syntax I'm using here. So only difference is in make underscore interval, I am passing 3 arguments. The first one belongs to year, that is 1 year, and second one is 2, that is 2 months, and third one is weeks. So 0 weeks means 0 days, and we don't have fourth argument, that is days. So we'll get only 1 year, 2 months. So this is how we can create years and months interval. And third one is how to create an interval from days. So here what I'm doing, make an underscore interval function. I'm passing 3 parameters, but 3 arguments. But if you see lit 0, that means 0 years, and lit 0, that is 0 months, and lit 3, this third one belongs to weeks. So 7 into 3, we are getting 21 days. So we are getting only days here. Next, add an interval to a date. So here what I'm doing is, first I'm creating one sample data frame. Here by using spark.create data frame, and here I'm passing single value, that is list of tuple. So this, I have one tuple here, one comma, and my column name is ID. So this code for creating the sample data frame, this piece of code and spark.range one, both are same. So on top of this, I am using with column, and my column name is date, and here I'm using to underscore date, and inside that I'm passing lit date value. So this is a string value. Here I provided my custom date string value, and here I'm used to underscore date to convert string to date. So now what I will get, initially I have column name is ID, and row is single row with ID is value is 1. So this one. And on top of that, I created one more column, that is date. Since I used to underscore date, I will get directly date column with this value. So this is converted now from string to date value. So now this code is this one to generate this sample data frame. Now on top of this, what I'm doing is I'm creating new underscore date, and here I'm using expression. In expression, what I'm doing, this date column, so that is this one, this date column. For this date column, I'm adding interval. So what interval I'm using? Make underscore interval, and here I'm passing 1 to 0. So 1 year, 2 months, and 0 days. So here, what is our date value initially? If you see here, initially our date value is 2022 01. And for that value, what I'm adding here is 1 year, 2 months. So now what will happen? This 2022 will become 2023, and this 1 month, this will become third month. Why? Because 2 months we are adding here. And one more thing, why we are using here expression is for this date value. So this date value is date data type. And if you use separately this make underscore interval function, because of data type mismatch, you will get error. Why? Because make underscore interval, this one, it will give you output as interval data type, not date data type. So this conversion in PySpark we don't have available. So because of that, I'm using expression. So to write the code in Spark SQL. So now this date, it is in data type, and this make underscore interval in Spark SQL, it will get same value, date data type. Okay, so suppose if you try to, you will get some idea like already date is there. Why can't we use uh, date underscore add function? Date underscore add function. But if you use that directly, you will get error. So as of now, we have to use this expression function. So next one is create an interval from all these arguments. So here what I'm doing, spark dot range one to generate one row, and on top of this I'm using select method, and I'm adding one more column, that is interval underscore value, this one. And how I'm generating is I'm using here make underscore interval function, and inside that I'm passing all these arguments. So that means year, months, weeks, days, hour, minutes, seconds. So here 3 weeks means calculation is given weeks, 7 into 3, 21 days. And this is days, that is 4 days. So this 21 plus 4, 25 days. So same thing we'll get. So here one is 1 years, and this 2 is 2 months, and these together weeks and days together will get 25 days, and 6 hours, so 5 hours, and here 6 minutes, 6 minutes, and seconds is 7.123 seconds. Okay, so next what I'm doing, I'm creating one more sample data frame. Here what I did, here I used spark dot range one. So here what I'm doing, here I'm using spark dot create data frame. So here I'm passing single value, that is by using list of list. So here I'm passing single list, that is all the arguments I'm passing here. So year, month, week, day, hour, minute, second, and relevant column names are given here. So it will generate single value. Initially, it will be single value. And on top of that, what I'm doing here is for if you are getting confused, what we can do is here I'll try to add star here. So now what will happen? These columns also will get. So initially our input is this one. So all these columns up to here. And on top of this, I am adding all these columns here. So one is full interval. So full interval means I'm passing all the arguments here. And if you see this full interval, so first one is year. So here 100 is there. So 100 years, and month is this one, 11 months, 11 months. And here week is 1. So 1 week means 7 into 1, 7 days. And days is 1. So 7 plus 1, 8 days. So we are getting 8 days, and 12 hours, 30 minutes, 12 hours, 30 minutes, and this many seconds. Okay. So this is about full interval. And the second column, what how I'm doing is I'm doing without seconds. So no second I mentioned here. And if you see here, year, month, week, day, hour, minute. So this second I excluded here. And if you see at initial, what it is mentioned is if you don't pass any argument, suppose unspecified arguments are defaulted to 0. So this one, it is applicable now here. So here, since seconds is not passed, so our output will be same like here. Only thing is these seconds we don't get here. If you see here 100 years, 11 months, 8 days, 11 months, 8 days, 12 hours, 30 minutes, and you don't get this as seconds. Why? Because it is 0 now. And in next column, what I'm doing is here I'm excluding this minute also. So now I have only these arguments, year, month, week, day, hour. So here I excluded the no minute and second. So there is no minute and second column. Now what I will get from the same result, these minutes will get excluded. And if you see here, from this 100 years, 11 months, 11 months, 8 days, 12 hours, and these minutes will get excluded. Okay, so we'll get without minutes and seconds. And next column is no time. So no time is this all these three parameters we are excluding, hour, minute, second. So from this result, it will exclude these 12 hours, and remaining will get 100 years, 11 months, 8 days. And next, here no day time. So that means time means this one, hour, minute, second, and a day. So this day also we are excluding here. Now, if I exclude this day, what will happen? So first one is 1 week. So 1 week means 7 days. And now since this 1 day is excluded, now we'll get instead of 8 days, now we'll get 7 days. So now next column is, so next column is this one, year, month. So that means we have only two arguments, year and month. So from this, what will happen? Now these days also will go, we'll get only 100 years, 11 months. And finally, year. So that means only year. So since it is only year, we'll get 100 years. Okay, so next, at the starting, we have one more input. Like if you provide no arguments, then the result is an interval with 0 seconds. So for this, what I'm doing, I'm writing spark.range1 and without passing any arguments. So here spark.range1, this is to create single row, and on top of that select make underscore interval, and inside that I'm not passing any arguments. So now my argument session is empty. So for that, what we'll get is 0 seconds, or interval will get 0 seconds, and alias name given as no argument, that is column name. So next one, create an interval with a mix of components. So here also same conditions what we saw now, but now we'll see in SQL. So select make underscore interval, and here I'm passing only two arguments. So that is year and months. So we'll get 100 years, 11 months. And next select statement is make underscore interval. This is years, 100 years, and see, we are passing here null. So if you pass any single argument null, then your result will null. Okay, so next one is without argument. So we already know that if you don't have any argument, we'll get 0 seconds. And final thing is here I'm passing all the arguments. So here 0 years. So here it's not printing 0, and 0 months, months also is not printing. So this is week. So this is 1 week. So 1 week means 7 into 1, 7 days. 7 plus 1, 8 days. So first we are getting 8 days, then 12 hours, 12 hours, 30 minutes, and 1.00 seconds. Okay, so here I try to cover almost all the scenarios on how we can use make underscore interval function in PySpark. So that's all about this video. If you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.